WWE has 3 weekly shows and monthly premium live events, meaning we see a lot of WWE matches per year, and while most matches are either good or good enough, there are obviously some matches that are not good at all for various reasons. So today let's discuss a few of those matches that were just not good this year that took place in the WWE. Like and subscribe, and let's talk about the worst WWE matches of 2023. Alright, kicking off the list with a double entry, as these are two matches that happened very recently, and I'm guessing that most of you will already know about them by now. Let's first talk about the match that happened recently between Rhea Ripley and Maxine Dupree. This match is built as David versus Goliath, and Rhea starts dominating Maxine as Rhea goes for a powerbomb and struggles with it, and Maxine hits a Rana, which looked kinda rough, and starts making a comeback dodging a fence, but gets taken down with a big boot. Rhea Ripley then hits the least powerful Riptide ever and taps her out with the Prism Trap. It was kinda rough viewing, but this match was at least over and done with quick and was always gonna be a squash. Also, this is Maxine's like 6th match ever, so we can cut her a bit of slack. The other match to talk about is the recent Charlotte Flair versus Asuka match that happened on the December 8th SmackDown. This match was going just fine at first. Charlotte Flair and Asuka have faced off numerous times and have great chemistry. However, a couple minutes into the match, Charlotte Flair goes to moonsault Asuka, who's on the outside, but did not get any of it. And when they come back from commercial break, Charlotte Flair is limping, and seemingly it was from missing that moonsault, but actually it was from this spot that happened during the commercial break where they both slipped on the top rope and fell. A very scary moment. Asuka beat Charlotte by rolling her up following a distraction to get the win. Very clearly they were told to bring it home, and Charlotte was helped out of the ring as she was limping and clearly injured, and it came out recently that Charlotte Flair is going to be out for 9 months with a torn ACL, MCL and other injuries too. So unfortunate. And this is something you might not expect to see in a Charlotte versus Asuka match, but here's the thing in wrestling. Accidents just happen. With things happening so fast at times, it can happen naturally, and sometimes it can lead to an injury in the worst case scenario. In these matches, we saw botches. One of the matches featured 2 young wrestlers, one who was very green, having her 6th ever match. And then the other match featured 2 experienced veteran wrestlers, and guess what? Accidents happen in both those matches, because guess what? Accidents happen in wrestling. But regardless of all that, both these matches had to be included because of what happened in them, and these matches were so bad because of what happened in the ring. But what about a match that was so bad because simply nobody cared about it? Let's talk about Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler from this year's SummerSlam is a match that had no hype going into it, and that's because WWE fans were fed up with Ronda Rousey by this point and were also aware of the fact that she was leaving very shortly and that this could be her last match. This match is being contested under MMA rules, and the first mistake right from the get-go is that it's just in a regular WWE wrestling ring. Why is it not in the fight pit? Or just remove the ropes or something? Anything. Basically, MMA rules is just you can win by KO or submission. There's no countouts, no pinfalls, and no rope breaks. The two get going and they start striking each other and get grappling. Ronda hits a judo takedown, and the two then start grappling and rolling around the ring and trying to lock in submissions on each other, and the fans are very clearly bored. Now, I watch MMA, I'm an MMA fan myself, and between MMA fans and within the MMA community, there's always been a subsection of fans who find grappling and the ground aspect of MMA to be boring. And so if there are some MMA fans that find it boring, then all wrestling fans are gonna find it boring. So why do they think this is a good idea for a match type? Who knows? Shayna Baszler hits a high kick on Ronda Rousey to knock her down in probably the best moment of the match. And how do they follow up the biggest moment of the match? Rest hold. They get out the hold eventually though, and Rousey hits a jumping knee to Shayna to knock her down, and then gets her down with some body shots again. Shayna picks Ronda up out of an armbar attempt though, and they both spill out the ring to no reaction. Medics come in, and it looks like Shayna is about to be waved off in a medical stoppage as the fans boo, just like MMA fans would do, but Ronda throws the medics away and the match continues. Once again though, no reaction for this moment. They start exchanging strikes and submissions and finisher submission attempts, but finally Shayna gets Ronda Rousey locked in deep with the Kiributa clutch, and Ronda Rousey passes out, giving Shayna the technical submission win. Overall, this match was boring and the MMA rules just didn't hit. There were some good moments, but they definitely didn't get the intended reactions. Regardless though, I think this match at least appeals to some people, unlike... which appeals to nobody. Just look at this match on paper. Baron Corbin versus Gable Steveson. Who is this for? And I'm not ragging on Corbin here, no, he's good at what he does, but putting him up against Steveson was the worst possible combo. Are we supposed to be cheering him? I mean, on that note, right out the gate of this match, we have a "Let's Go Corbin" chant, which is a great sign given that he's obviously the heel here, and Corbin starts taking it to Gable Steveson. Gable makes a comeback and goes for an ankle lock after his idol Kurt Angle, but Corbin rolls outside. Gable follows him and gives him a German suplex. They start fighting on the outside and Corbin is now dominating as he throws Gable into the ring post both in and out of the ring before hitting his head off of it. Baron Corbin is firmly in control of this match over Gable Steveson and continues to control the match, but Gable Steveson makes a comeback with some belly to belly suplexes. Gable then sends him out the ring and then oops, wrong side, he throws him back in and then back out of the other side. The two start brawling outside once again and using the announce table as they're throwing each other over it and hitting each other off of it and jumping off of it, and the referee's count reaches the 10 count, meaning this match has ended as a double count out. The fans chant bullshit as the referee separates the two, and more referees run out as a big brawl ensues between Baron Corbin and Gable Steveson, which I must say on a side note is also, while I know it's not a part of the match, is without a doubt the worst post-match brawl of all time. It was so unconvincing and the crowd could just not care less. It ends with Gable Steveson hitting a belly-to-belly suplex to Corbin through the barricade, which was an okay moment, I'll give them that, and he gets into the ring to stand tall and lifts the straps down to end the segment and is met with resounding boos. What a disaster. I think Baron Corbin versus Gable Steveson, if I had to pick one, is probably my worst match of the year. It's just because it really achieved nothing. They came in there, had a nothing match that ended with a double count out, nobody got the reactions they were intended to get, and they've never met each other again since, and Gable Steveson's not even on TV. What's he even doing? And if I had to rank the rest in this video, I'd give Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler second place because that match just had no heat going into it. But guys, let me know down in the comments below what you think the worst WWE match of 2023 was. It might not even be one that was in this video because yeah, like I said, so many matches happened this year. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, then like and be sure to subscribe so you see more future videos from me. It's been a great month here on the Top 10 Wrestling channel, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will be very, very soon. Goodbye and keep on rolling.